am Muang Kipgen, one of the faculty of Calcutta Bible Seminary. Today we are going to discuss about the course of worship and preaching. And worship and preaching is a very simple word, but it is a very important course for those who are to be trained for a future ministry or pastor or to be a teacher in future. So today this subject I would like to give some introduction of about what it is about, all the subject or all the matters. It is a very important course for future ministry. So I just want to highlight about the objective of the course. Number one is that to understand the significance of worship and preaching in the life of the church. There are lots of churches who conduct worship. There are lots of people who participate in worship, but they doesn't know about the real significance of worship and preaching. So it is very important to know what is the real significance of worship and preaching. So in this course, the learner will be learning about the significance of the course of worship and preaching of the church or of the Christian life. And also for the second objective of the course is to explore the theological basis of Christian worship and preaching. This is also one of very important, which to explore the theological basis of worship and preaching. It is very much possible to lead and conduct the worship without exploring the theological word or the theological term or basis of Christian worship and preaching. So in this subject, the learner will learn more and explore about the theological basis of Christian worship, because it is very much important to know about what is the theological basis of worship and preaching. And for third, the learner will be understand about the common origin or common feature of worship in the church. It is very important to know about the common origin of the worship biblically, from OT and NT, how the worship begin, or how the common feature of worship is origin. And even it is good to gain or to understand about the traditional worship of the indigenous people, especially in India. So there are lots of things which we can adopt the way of their worship from OT, NT, and also the indigenous worship, traditional worship which our forefather has. So in this, the learner will learn more, and the subject will focus very deep inside about the common origin and the common feature of worship in the church. And also for the last objective of the course is to interpret about the Bible meaningfully and contextually. So this subject will focus very deeply and very seriously about interpretation of the Bible correctly and contextually. And also it will be focused on about preparation of sermon in step by step. And also it will focus about the use of pulpit, how we have to use the pulpit, or we have to respect the pulpit. All those will be focused by this subject. So the learners and everyone will learn more. And also I would like to highlight about the method of the course. The course outline will be there, that will be followed. And also there will be lecture, and there will be participation of student and teacher together. Practical preaching will be there, which the student must be involved in this. Whatever they learn in the subject, in the class, they have to put into practice, and there will be practical preaching. The teacher and student will go out to the local churches, and where it is possible, then the student will lead the worship, and the student will deliver the sermon. So this will build up the knowledge of the student, and which they have learned, they will put into practice. Paper presentation, and also there will be a critic time which we can build one another's knowledge. So this is all about the subject.